Ever boarded a long-haul flight thinking you packed everything, only to realize halfway through you forgot something vital? Maybe your headphones, or your charger, or your meds, and now you're just stuck there. Tired, bored, uncomfortable, hungry, cranky. Yeah, been there. That's why I made this. After 10 years of flying all over the world on budget airlines, fancy airlines, sleeping in economy, and sometimes lucky enough to get business class, I finally figured out exactly what makes a flight bearable and what turns it into an absolute nightmare. This is everything I pack for long-haul flights, based on hard-earned experience and way too many hours sitting in tiny seats, surrounded by coughing strangers and tray tables that definitely haven't been wiped since 2019. Let's start with one thing people always underestimate: the fanny pack. Not glamorous, I know, but if you pack it right, it becomes your mid-air survival kit. You don't want to be fumbling under the seat every 10 minutes, or waking up the person next to you because your hand is stuck in the overhead bin. Your fanny pack stays on you, always. So what goes inside? First, earbuds. I always bring two kinds. One pair of tiny, soft earbuds just for sleeping, cheap, light, super comfortable. They don't press into your ear when you lean on your pillow, and they also double as lifesavers in noisy guest houses later. Then I bring my real earbuds, wireless ones for movies, music, and podcasts. Just make sure they don't fall out mid-nap. I use a little hook or headband if I'm worried about that. And earplugs, but not those awful foamy ones. I found these wax ones that mold into your ear. They're soft, they don't push in too far, and they actually block noise in a comfortable way. Total game changer. I also carry a buff or scarf, not just for warmth, but because you can use it as an eye mask, a head cover, a pillow wrap. Multi-purpose stuff always wins. Also bring a pen, a real one, maybe even a backup. You'll always need it to fill out customs forms, and borrowing someone else's while half asleep on a plane? Just not fun. I keep a metal one clipped inside my fanny pack, so I never lose it. Now, hygiene. People forget this, and then they feel gross the whole flight. I carry a little bottle of sanitizer, a mini pack of tissues, and a couple of facial wipes. Not a full skincare routine, just enough to feel human. Add some lip balm, a tiny moisturizer, and a nasal spray if your nose gets dry at altitude. Your future self will thank you. If you're someone who wears a mask or still likes having one as backup, maybe the person next to you is coughing up a storm, slip an extra mask into your pack too. It weighs nothing and you never know. Another must: snacks. Airlines are unpredictable now. You might get a full meal or a sad-looking roll, or nothing at all. I pack nuts, energy bars, or even a little sandwich, just something that gives me energy without relying on airline food. And yes, I've brought peanut butter sandwiches before. If someone has an allergy, I'll be respectful, but also, I think that's something the airline should make clear if it's a concern. Now, power. You never want to rely on the plane's charging port. Sometimes they don't work, or you have to share, or they're so slow you might as well just wait till landing. I bring a small wireless power bank that attaches to my phone. No cords hanging everywhere. It's sleek, easy, and doesn't tangle in your blanket or hoodie. If I'm traveling with my laptop, I also have a big power bank that's airline approved and can charge a laptop fast, but that goes in my personal item. Speaking of cords, I use one that has multiple ends: USB-C, Lightning, micro USB, all in one cable. Saves space. One cord to charge everything. Bonus if it has adapters on both ends. And then entertainment. Before I fly, I always download a few things: podcasts, playlists, language lessons, maybe a couple movies or shows. Never assume the plane has working entertainment. Never. I've been stuck on 10-hour flights with nothing but a seatbelt light and my regrets. Don't let that be you. Some people like to journal during flights. Me too. I pack a little travel notebook on the way there. I write intentions, what I want out of the trip. On the way home, I reflect on what happened. It's grounding. It also passes time when your brain's too fried to watch another episode. Now, let's talk about the personal item. This is your bag that goes under the seat. I keep my hoodie in there, ideally one made of merino wool. It doesn't smell, it's soft, it keeps you warm, and you can roll it up as a pillow. Some people love neck pillows. I'm picky, but I do have a weird one that wraps around like a neck brace. It works surprisingly well. If I can't pack it, I'll just wear it through the airport. My personal item also has a refillable water bottle. Solid one. I've tried those collapsible ones, but they're annoying to drink from. I like real bottles. I dump out the water before security, then refill it afterward. Sometimes I fill it with ice to get around the liquid rules. Feels sneaky. I like that. Oh, and baby wipes. Non-negotiable. For hands, face, bathrooms, whatever. And always bring an extra pair of socks, thick ones, if your feet get cold. Or disposable ones you can wear and toss after landing. Feels so good. Also compression socks, especially on long flights. They help with swelling and circulation. Don't forget meds, painkillers, allergy pills, Tums, whatever you personally need, have that with you. Not in your checked bag. Same for a change of clothes. Just one spare shirt, underwear, and socks. If your luggage disappears or gets delayed, at least you can shower and change and feel semi-normal. Before I board, I also make sure my phone has an eSIM ready to go. That way, I land and instantly have data, no messing with SIM cards or airport Wi-Fi. I use an app to set this up beforehand, so worth it. Last but not least, your mindset. Flights are weird little time warps. They can be miserable, or magical, or just a blur. But when you're prepared, really prepared, you don't just survive. You get to enjoy it, maybe even relax. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my channel for more traveling tips.